because when I spoke to AJ, I go to him, did you watch the fight back? He goes, oh, yeah. I'm like, he goes, I only watched 4 rounds. And I go, why? He goes, I didn't like the way I box.
You think?
Yeah, he didn't want to like the way he box. Do you understand? I'm like, what are you going to do? He goes, you will see. That's what we had to say.
Ooh, what's good, family? So mash the like button, subscribe, and lick off the bell. So we got some more breaking news right now. We just heard there from a team AJ in Farmer, Derek Delboy Chisora, aka Derek Delboy Shilzora. Now, what did he say? He said, listen, I spoke to Mr. Anthony Johnston, and he told me he's thought about the fight against Usyk, and he hasn't bothered watching. He turned it off after 4 rounds because he wasn't impressed with what he saw. And Derek Chisora says, yep, AJ hasn't watched more than 4 rounds of the fight, and he told Chisora that end of the day, I know what I need to do, and I'm going to handle it. Now, this can be interpreted 2 ways, people. I'll give you the positive way first. The positive way we can interpret this news is that AJ really does have a firm handle on what's required. He was disgusted with what he saw, and he's on this thing. Yeah? He knows what he needs to do. He's certified, and that's what Chisora implies. Chisora implies he questioned AJ about what happened in the fight, and AJ told him, listen, I turned it off after 4 rounds. I haven't even watched it back, because I know what needs to happen, boss. Yeah, I know what needs to happen, bossy. That's what Chisora reports here. Now, if you follow my videos frequently, you'll know that one of the narratives I've been putting out there from observing Mr. Anthony Johnston's behaviour has been that he's acting very calm. He's acting like a man who's extremely in control. So this does kind of line up. It lines up that AJ is extremely in control, he knows what he needs to do, and he's comfortable. He's fully at peace with what he needs to do. Now I'd argue it appears he's almost too much at peace. Can a man who was as supple and as soft as we watched him in the last few fights, against Ruiz 2, against Pulev even, against Usyk 1, can a man who was that soft? I mean, don't forget, people. I mean, most people are civilians, yeah? I'm not someone who's a massive boxer, but I've done a few bits of sparring, and I can tell you now, when you get popped, the first instinct is to come back. Now, AJ, much more experienced than me, he should know that. And that's my point. So for me to sit here and tell you that, oh, yep, he told Chisora, it's got under control, he knows what needs to happen. My question is, if he knows what needs to happen, and he's so disgusted with what the performance was, watching it, so much so that he doesn't need to watch it back, why didn't he have that same reaction in the ring? Surely, I mean, it's not like it was close. It's not like he was moshing him for 12 rounds, and then, oh, you got an unlucky decision. And now this time you've concluded, well, I moshed him for 12 rounds and I got robbed on the cards. Now I know I'm going to knock him spark out. That'd make sense, because you've shown, well, you moshed him. You did all but knock him out. Now you know the final step. But you had not one point in that fight did you show any of the stuff we need to see. Does that make sense? Not one point in that fight did you show any of the minerals we may need, or we're definitely going to need. So for you to tell us, oh, you got it under control, to the extent you're showing how relaxed you are, flying to Dubai, having a big holiday, not knuckling down with a trainer, just all a bit loosey-goosey, playing house with the kids in Dubai. Yeah? I got another video coming soon, AJ turning up, partying. I mean, it's not even New Year's. My man's partying on January 16th. Okay, now, what the fuck there is to party about? I mean, you might tell me, what the F is there to party about on January 15th? Think about it. Given Johnston's current situation, what the F is there to be partying about? You man tell me. I don't know. But again, possibly it comes into the narrative of he's got it all under control. But the question is, has he really got it under control? I'll tell you what we're not going to do. Yeah? We're not going to put no coins up betting he's got, you know what I mean? I'm not going to put no coins up betting he's got it under control. But I'm getting mixed messages. Who knows? Maybe it is one of them ones. But like I said, it begs the question: if he was able to flick a switch to this extent, where he's able to say, "I don't even need to watch the fight. I know what needs to be done." Why didn't you know that? Innit? If it's that close, if it's that easy to fix, why didn't you know that in the ring? Why didn't you pull that trigger in the ring? Since you can just flick a switch, why didn't you flick the switch in front of 80,000 fans, like Frank Warren exposed? Frank Warren said, "What do you mean you need motivation? What do you mean you know what it needs to be done? Why didn't you know what needed to be done in the fight?" And that's what I don't get about the whole training thing. Do you not have an A, B, and C and D plan? Do you not think about different realities? And that's why really I appreciate people like the Kronk, people like Shane McGuigan, who prepare for the KO. That way, every fight Shane McGuigan has with his top fighters, he prepares and schedules for a KO. Same as the other guy, Fury's trainer. They anticipate, in fact, they plan for a KO. That's game plan 1. Always KO. Anything else is some different strategy. AJ's trainers, do you know what they plan for? They plan for to survive and keep the cash coming. Survive and cling on for dear life. A la Ruiz too. Yeah? Oops. Yeah? That's what they do. They plan to survive and keep the milk flowing. So what do you mean? You got $1 million team and you didn't plan it out. But wait a minute, if we can't run for our lives against Usyk, we're probably going to need to get stuck in after 5 rounds. If we're not blatantly boxing Usyk's head off after 6 rounds, let's go to work. Where was that? Oh, what, you're telling me your multi-million-dollar team didn't anticipate any adversity? Wow. Maybe that was the case, though. Maybe his multi-million-dollar team is completely incompetent, as I've been saying, and it really was just a bit of a slip-up. Oops. Yep, YB was right. My multi-million-dollar team is useless, but we made a mistake. I mean, AJ's already admitted there was nothing wrong with me. I was 100% fine. It hurts because I was fine, unlike the Ruiz fight. And I know what needs to be done. That's what he's telling the insiders. That's what he's telling. That's what he's leaking. Yeah? And I'm hearing, actually, AJ's mad that Chisora leaked this conversation. That's what I'm hearing. But now I'm going to tell you the negative side. I've just laid out the positive side, to an extent. Positive side, as I've explained, is that, I've just flicked the switch. I don't need to watch the fight. I'm flicking the switch. I know what needs to be done. Didn't even need to watch it. It pissed me off. The bad side is that I'm not sure how advisable it is. And I can tell you this now. If I was in the camp, if the YB was brought in on a no-win, no-fee basis, yeah, which, by the way, would be the only way I'll be brought in. I'll tell you now, just quickly, if Johnson said, YB, I want to bring you in and we're going to pay you this, I'll say, listen, I don't want to be paid. There ain't going to be no basic salary on this one, apart from my room and board. Apart from room and board, yeah, apart from living expenses, there ain't going to be no base salary, because guess what? It's win or lose. It's not I can cling on and milk this cow some more. You got too many milkers in there, Johnston. You don't need another one. How about that? What you need is someone to come in there and make you win. That's what you need. Yeah? I ain't trying to be a milker. You can keep all the milkers. I'm here to win. I'm going to be the change driver in this camp. You best believe that as well. But anyway, back to this. Like I was saying, if I was in the camp, and this is what worries me about who's running things in Johnston's camp, because for him to say, I haven't even watched it, I turned it off after 4 rounds, it tells me that he still doesn't have a leader in his camp. Because guess what? If I was in the camp here, I'd have sat his ass down, and never mind once, we'd have watched it back 10 times. Because I want him to appreciate what all of us, man, had to watch. About you didn't watch it. You didn't need to see it. You do need to see it. You need to see the crap that you put 1 million pay-per-view buyers through and 80,000 fans freezing their kegs off who came out to support you. It's too easy to say, I don't need to watch that. You do need to watch it, yeah? Because you put us through that crap. If you can't, it's got a spade here. You got paid $30 million to do that crap. We paid for it. Just because you got paid and it's easy, well, can't bother to watch it, turn it off and, yeah? Because I don't think you appreciate, that's what I'm saying, I don't think he appreciates the gravity of the situation is in. Oh, well, got $30 million, turn it off, can't bother to watch it. I'm not impressed with that. Yeah, I'm not impressed with that, I'll turn it off. No, you need to watch it. Yeah, you need to be impressed with what happened in that fight. You need to be impressed with the dog walking you got. It's too easy to run away from it and lock it in the cupboard. We already saw you run away from Ruiz. You probably say you didn't watch that one too, because you run away from it, and that's why you shat your pants in the rematch. You need to understand how bad it looked, and you need to use that energy, that shame we all had. Yeah, them lost coins the YB donated to William Hills. All them different things, you need to get it in your system, how everyone else felt. Because I don't get that. Yeah? If me and my coins had to go through it, why can't you sit there and go through it as well? I bet you ain't watched, because I don't need to watch it. Well, it's a shame you weren't thinking that in the ring. It's a shame you weren't thinking, well, I don't need to box like a pussy tonight. How about that? Yeah? How about you? I mean, since you don't need to watch it, how about you don't need to be a fanny? Yeah? I don't need to watch the fight because that's mad. Like I said, it wouldn't be so bad here if people don't need to watch things but they get it done, innit? Fair enough. If you're winning, yeah, and I've heard people like Floyd Mayweather say, I don't watch my fights back. Yeah, well, your fights are boring, but still, you can appreciate it. Well, he's winning. If you're a winner and you don't want to watch fights, so be it. When you're losing, you best watch and feel the shame we all felt. I've been coming on here gassing the place up talking about Alexander Useless and Alexander Usyk and there's no way even on AJ's worst day he'd find a way to win and yeah? Me to watch that and you don't want to watch it or you're too good and high and mighty to watch it. You best watch it. I'll be telling you if I was in the camp. You better sit your ass down and watch it. Yeah? And I suggest if you don't want to watch it, as the YB being the leader of this camp, I suggest if you don't want to watch it, you watch it now, and then when you're in that rematch, you think about how bad you ain't want to watch it, and get stuck in. How about that? Do you understand? Make a choice. But for this camp, until you got that W back, you're watching this video. Every day we're going to watch it. So you're nice and clear about where you about where you don't want to be. It's too easy. Well, I'll do this, I'll do that. There ain't no leader in his camp. He's just picking and choosing what he's gonna do, which is quite common, really. Look at McTapper. Conor McTapper's the same. None of them have any leaders, and that's why they roll over so easy as well, because they're loose cannon. They got no direction. Yeah, McTapper. Look at him. McTapper was ferocious. Now. Drop on the floor. Can't wait to quit. Too easy. They got no shame. They're all at the top of the pyramid, which means that they call all the shots, and whatever they say goes. Even when their fights suck, yeah, there's no one to tell them, man, that sucked, and you best sit there and watch it. That's how I feel. I feel like he needs to be disciplined like a naughty child. You'll sit there on that step and you'll watch that fight. That's what you'll be doing today. Yeah, cancel your plans. You're not going out today. You're not going to the club and popping no mollies. You're sitting down and you're watching that. And you're going to reflect on your performance and how shoddy it was. That's what you're going to do today about party. Yeah? That's what I'll be telling him in the camp. How about that? I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to get some discipline in this camp. But I ain't even watch it because you're going to sit your ass down and watch what you're going to do. Yeah? 100%, and that's why, again, he ain't going to bring me in, because there's going to be too much discipline. Yeah, there's going to be too much discipline. He ain't going to like it. That's why he wants Fernando in there to do his toes with him. Imagine that. Yeah, imagine Anthony Johnston putting a performance, giving his... Imagine, yeah, Anthony Johnston in September 2021 putting on a performance to the public, to the paying public, and the 80,000 fans who took time out of their day to drive there and pay for this and pay for that. Imagine him putting on a performance like that. And then a few months later, before the rematch, he's posting pictures, getting his toes done. Imagine it. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you, man, think if the YB were running the camp, them kind of things would be carrying on like that? Do you think that kind of carry on will be going on? Do you? Yeah? I say, listen. If you want to put your toe pics out, you best wait till you got the, you know what I mean? You best wait till you got the get back. We ain't doing no zesty photos right now. Yeah, zesty photos is what you do when you're winning. That's how it's supposed to go. Well, I'm winning. Well, you know what I'm saying? Who gonna say anything? I'm winning. When you're losing, you best put that funny style somewhere else. That's what you best do. Yeah? Putting out funny style photos and you're a loser. What's wrong with this guy, man? No leadership is what's. I tell you, like I said, no leadership is what's wrong with this guy. Same as Mike Tyson. Now, Mike Tyson is a different kind of no leadership. But when Cus D'Amato died, yeah, Mike Tyson had the same traits. Now, I'm not saying AJ isn't a loose cannon yet, but he's not. They're both loose in their own way. If you know what I'm saying, they're both loose cannons in their own special way. Both of them have no discipline. Both of them have no leadership. They're all just doing what they want to do when they want to do it. Yeah? So, that's the bottom line here, folks. He ain't watched it. Now, I'm not sure. No, I've talked a lot about the emotional side of this now. In as much as you need to watch that. You must. You must develop. That's where running from it, blocking it out, pretending it didn't happen, getting your nails done, shielding yourself from it, and think. If I was with Johnston, yeah, I'll be telling him. I'll be sitting him down and saying, okay, you don't want to watch it. Why don't you want to watch it? Let's explore them emotions. What is it about? Why is it that you don't want to watch it? And that's exactly why you got to watch it, because why are you shutting your mind and your soul off from them emotions? They're the kind of emotions you use to train with. They're the kind of emotions you use when you're in the fight, in the rematch, and it gets tough. You think, damn, I remember YB sitting my sorry ass down when I was supposed to. I remember the YB cancelling all my party plans. Yeah, I remember the YB cancelling getting my toes done and sat me down in front of the TV and made me watch these dead ass fight. I best get stuck in before YB got something to say about it. Yeah, before YB sit me in front of the TV again all day. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? On my Saturday afternoon. That's what you best be doing. That's what you call discipline. You ain't got no discipline. Typical 2021 cat. Too fruity, too zesty. Out here, all loose looking. No shape, no form, no regimen. And that's the bottom line, people. Simple as that. Yeah?